Yeah, we live. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I feel ya. That's yeah, that's unfortunate that the game was gone down that road, but who knows? Who knows what will happen in the future? In any case, thank you guys for joining us for the White Pill Wednesday podcast. James, appreciate you making the time,
Always a pleasure.
especially in your circumstances.
We're making it work. Is the mic quality like that bad in comparison? Well, I know it's worse in comparison, but I mean, when you
No,
talk,
no. I just like to give you shit. No, it's fine. It's fine. That'll do. That'll
that'll
do.
do.
Oh, that'll do.
That'll
Holy
do.
fuck. We got into like a 5 minute back and forth with the cottage strip last year, just doing that
What?
fucking imitation. You don't remember that? It's you, me, and
No, I
and our
don't
mutual.
remember a lot about that trip.
No, that's fair. But you, me, and our mutual friend, uh, when
Yeah.
we took that trip, we were literally just going back and forth for 5 minutes doing that fucking impression.
Damn. My neighbors think I'm fucked. It's just
Uh, Fun
it's
times.
just three dudes hanging out. That'll do. That'll do.
See, dude, that's why I love being a guy because it's so
Uh,
simple sometimes. You can just laugh at the dumbest,
the simple pleasures.
absolute, most moronic thing ever, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Um, but anyways, just to get the episode started, still banned. Yeah, still banned. So if you guys, if anyone knows anyone in Twitter support, please help me get out of Twitter jail.
If your dad owns Twitter, give us a call.
That's true. Yes. Yeah. Whoever's. Oh wait, no. I have to get in touch with one of Musk's kids. Then fuck.
Well, there's like 17,000 of them, right? So you got a pretty good
Oh
chance.
no, you're right. You're right. This is actually a good thing. This is actually a good thing. I could do that. Yeah. I'm sure it'll help. In any case,
I'm sure they will.
yeah, you guys can support me by going to the bio.link. It's always in each episode description. Check me out everywhere. I'm on Blue Sky now. I'm on Blue Sky. I went to the other side.
You've changed, man.
You
You've changed.
no, I was like, fuck it, like let me find out what it's like um on the other side of it because I've heard all these things about the fact that the reason that people joined it in part is because it was the lefties migrating off uh to Blue Sky because they're like, oh my god, X is being right wing Nazi, all this moral outrage. So if
Is this
that's
where
like,
Ellen went?
no, she went to the UK.
But cha.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Potentially, probably. You know what? Let's find out. No way. She's got 900 followers on this one. Jesus Christ.
Jesus. I heard a thing that apparently she wants to come back to the US. I
Maybe. I don't know. It could
don't know if
be.
that's true or not, but
Yeah.
apparently if it is, she'd have to go through like the entire immigration process.
Well, I like Donald Trump was saying about something about Rosie O'Donnell, as he usually does. But he was saying something like we should deport her, and I was like, yo, what
Oh,
the fuck?
Jesus.
Where's the?
Dude,
Hold
what is
on.
happening?
Trump deport Rosie O'Donnell tweet. It was on like Truth Social. Why did I just get that? Oh my god, I'm gonna mute this server. Um, because of the fact that Rosie O'Donnell is not in the best interests of our great country, I'm giving serious consideration to taking away her citizenship. She's a threat to humanity. Why is threat
This is
capitalized?
this is a this is a joke, right?
And should remain in the wonderful country of Ireland if they want her. God bless America. No, this is real, man. Where's the? I don't want TikTok as my source. Give me a news site.
Alrighty. What do you mean? Trust the TikTok, man.
Wait, was this real? Because I'm only seeing like like user submitted sources. I want like a publication.
You think there'd be huge news? Yeah.
No, see, this is like, what is this? This is like a forum. Hold on, wait. There's an account. Trump Truth Social. There's an account that tweets. Yeah. Well, this one's automated. Oh no, this is a commentary account. No. Where's Rosie O'Donnell? I bet if I scroll down far enough and I just press Control F, it'll find it.
Probably.
How often does he tweet? What? No way. Was that actually fake news? Well, how old was
Uh-oh.
the tweet? Hold on. Where does it say? June 12th, July 12th. Oh, okay. We're not down far enough. He tweets so much. Oh my god. What are we on? 21st? Jeez. Oh my goodness.
Keep scrolling.
Bro, we're on July 7th. Oh my god.
17th, 16th, yeah.
Oh,
We're getting there. We're getting there.
there we
Hey,
go.
you know what? This is a hell of a lot better content than what I've seen on YouTube lately. I've seen a guy literally just clicking on his keyboard, increasing a number on the screen by 1 each time. And every time somebody donates to him, it's like minus 500 count or something. And he goes like, "Guys, we're at 999,998. Make sure to put 2 in the chat, guys. Put 2 in the chat." And then somebody donates and it's like minus 500. He goes, "Oh, why you make me do this?" And he takes the countdown by 500 and then just starts going again, clicking the fucking button. I'm like, this is entertainment. This guy was streaming on YouTube, and he's not the only one.
Yeah, that's a little odd. That kind of reminds me of that peak of the all those YouTuber or all those streamers on TikTok. What was that fucking the gang TikTok? Remember that? Remember that girl that would just yeah, here it is. You've seen this one, right?
Ice cream
Oh,
so good. That was good. Coconut. Fire. Ice cream so good. Yes, yes, yes. Gang, gang. Yeah, strong woman.
I can't do more than that. That's all I can take. Actually, you know what? No, give me some more.
Yeah, strong woman. Travis, money gun. I got your name. Wow, a lot of gifts for you. Ooh. Hee haw. Yes. You got
is
You see what concerns
she
me?
being prompted? I'm so confused as to what the hell is actually going on.
Oh, you don't. Oh, do you not know what this is?
No, I've
Okay.
seen the video before, 100%. I've seen this video, and I just thought it was absolutely ridiculous and moved on with my life. I did
like a
not take a
cowgirl
deep
in the
dive into
audience,
what
huh?
this is.
No, no. Okay. So this is basically
That was good. A lot of
um
gift.
her getting donations. And on TikTok, you can buy these things like these little icons to give. So like a dinosaur, balloons, whatever the fuck. There's a
Yes,
bunch
yes,
of
yes.
these.
Yeah, strong
And
woman.
when
Ice
people
cream so
stream on
good.
this
Yes,
platform,
popcorn.
it's the same as
Ice cream.
Twitch. So you can like have subscribers. I'm pretty sure like as well. Like there's a whole way that they can monetize this basically through the chat.
Mm.
Um, and so because it's like microtransactions, they cost 10 cents or like a dollar, whatever the fuck. They don't cost as much. People just en masse can donate if they like the streamer. And then
Mm.
there came this meta where someone just did like they started just doing reactions to their
The
donations.
icons?
Yeah,
Mm,
the
okay.
icons. And this is like that's what she did. Um now
Outrageous.
what's her net worth? Estimated 300,000, but what does that estimate? Like was somebody actually going to like analyzing how much she was making based on like scanning the each frame of the video for an icon? She's raking in about 7K a day doing so. Holy shit. 7K a day, that's
We're in the wrong business.
is that 210,000 or am I off on my math per month? Is she actually making close to a quarter mil a month? Or is my math wrong?
How much is she making? 7,000
She's
a
making
day?
7K a day.
Jesus.
No, yeah, 200. Holy shit. She's making 2.5 mil a year, and this is like obviously an estimate. I'm sure she's not making perfect 7K a day. Okay.
Oh man, I wish I could find this ice guy that I run into sometimes.
Well, see, okay, so there's this, right? And I don't this is kind of like the peak of it when people discovered this because they're like, I don't what the fuck is this? And then you find out there's tons of these people. There's tons of them. One of the more
Yeah.
famous ones is the Miles Morales fucking NPC guy.
On TikTok, I'm getting pretty nervous. Jeez, that's really spicy. I don't think. Thanks. I'm getting pretty thirsty. You guys are amazing. On TikTok, I'm getting.
This is what he does out in public.
Ooh, first gifter. Welcome to the team. Hey, thanks for the rose. I'll make sure I give those to Peter. Oh, we're taking a break, are we? I won't mind that.
He just plays a character for like hours on end. And at one point he streamed at Kai Cenat's house when they did like a night stream and they invited him.
No, I never seen you do it. Yo, imagine you had superpowers, you got no bitch.
You're really starting to piss me off.
My fault.
Where's your bitch at? Oh my god. Maybe I should. Yeah, hey, you.
Jesus.
And like he got
He's
invited
just
on
standing there.
Yeah, that's his whole thing was like when they slept, he like did a stream. There was like
Yeah, I've seen sleep streams before. Remember when that was a thing? I remember when that was a big thing on Twitch for a while. It was like literally just watching somebody sleep. Like, this got fucked up.
Yeah, that is fucked up. Imagine you just start mumbling something in your sleep, like you're at your most vulnerable. Why would you do that? That's like the greatest risk ever cuz like you're literally telling the entire world, "Hey, the location where I am at, it is unguarded because I am asleep." I don't like what why would you broadcast that? Like the
I don't
amount
think
of
that's necessarily. I mean, you can assume that about most places at certain times of the night. I mean, I don't think that's the biggest thing. I think it's just weird letting somebody into that. Like, it's a vulnerable part of our lives. There's a reason that wild animals pick where they do to rest. It's still
Yeah,
innate in us to be like, no, this is kind of like I'm vulnerable here. Like, why would I be making myself even more vulnerable by broadcasting? Like, it's just a weird dynamic. But then who the hell is sitting there watching these people sleep?
that too. Um
Like, I get it if they have
yeah.
like those subscription things where like a air horn goes off or something. Ha ha ha! I fucking blasted your ears at 2:30 in the morning or some shit. But again, like, I don't want to say get a life, but you're watching a man sleep, man. Like, you gotta have some questions.
Yeah, absolutely. It's fucking it's weird. It's weird to do that. Like, dude, I walked by an IRL streamer once and I was just so weirded out by it. Just this girl being like, "Oh, hi, chat." Like just walking out with like a selfie stick
Yeah.
through like a grocery store and I'm just like, "What the get this shit out of here. I don't want to be on fucking camera, man." Like I
Delete
don't
the footage. Delete
no,
the
like
footage.
I get it. Like I'm out in public and that's as a result of living in the 21st century, this is what happens. But it's really fucking exhausting sometimes. Like Jesus Christ, like this is exactly why people aren't as expressive in certain like areas of life now. Like you go to a fucking concert
I
and
agree
like
with that.
half the people like aren't moving and the show is like turned up and it's like now when you do have who the fuck is sorry, there's a baby yelling outside of my fucking window. I was like, what the fuck? I can hear that through my headphones, man.
But there's
Jesus
funny that you mentioned
Christ.
that. I had to check the other day when we were streaming if the cicada was a part of your music or not. Because I was sitting in my room and I'm like, bro, I'm on the, I'm high and up off the ground. cicada really is blasting through. I got the AC running. Friggin' doors are closed. I'm like, I'm hearing this thing. Yeah, sure enough. I thought you were playing some like wild like meadow music or something. Like, I don't know. But
Yeah, no,
yeah, no.
that's
On to
crazy.
your point, like I think that's one of the bigger things about like this age of anxiety, right? Is that we always are watching what we do because we're always being watched and recorded by literally anything. Like we're literally afraid to embarrass ourselves just to do something silly or stupid, like you were mentioning at a concert or something, right? Why aren't people as wild as they were back in the 70s or the 80s? I'm not saying about like doing drugs or nothing, but just going all out, just monkeying around. It's like, no, you don't
See?
really get that anymore. You get people standing there with a beer in their hand, like swaying, It's just all right. That energy is gone because we're just all too afraid to embarrass ourselves, especially
Yeah,
nowadays. Because
yeah.
you go viral for that shit. Look what happened to that. What was it? The CEO and his
Oh
what
yeah.
was it? His treasurer or something. Like, look what happened. You're done.
What was it, Coldplay?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like exposed out of the blue.
uh,
Although hiding yourself isn't really,
oh, he literally said that they're having an affair. Oh my god. Yeah, that's it. You're done.
Well, he ducked away from the camera, like.
Oh, at a Coldplay show? Yeah. Yeah, that's some fuckery.
You trip over yourself on the sidewalk in the wrong part of Toronto. Somebody catches you on camera and laughs, and there you go. You're viral now. Like,
Well, here's the other thing. It's not just that you go viral, but like this lady, she posted it. Or so this video says. Um like you didn't have to post that. But she did because it's like, oh,
no, it wasn't
she
that. It wasn't even
captured.
about posting it. That says she shot it. Like she was the one. Was she the one that put the camera on them during the Coldplay?
No, no,
Yeah.
no, no. This is the lady that took the video of like the jumbotron or whatever the fuck it's called when where they showed it. What I'm saying is like
Oh, I got you. I got you.
back in that time, right before all this like global surveillance and all this stuff,
Hmm.
before this whole era, like you could just get away with that. You could just go like have a mistress or uh show up at a
we're,
certain
we're
place.
not condoning this, by the way,
No,
but
no, but like no, but this is a reality of the world that
talking about going ham, like not being afraid. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, but like that was the environment. People felt they felt comfortable to do that because they knew that there wasn't really like unless literally somebody saw them. Like, and if this
That's
happened
the thing is you can
in the
take risks.
80s,
You can't take risks now.
yeah, if this happened in the 80s, bro, high chance, unless they were like the crowd around them somehow knew of like both of their like other relationships, not just like knew of them, but like knew, hey, this person's with this person's with this one, and the fact that they're here means they're having an affair. Unless you had all those details, they would have just been two people that showed up to a concert. And like you said,
Uh,
obviously not condoning, we're not like judging morally. I'm just saying like if we're talking about the nature, like the underground fabric, or sorry, the underlying fabric of what it meant to go to like a social event back then. Now it's like, dude, you say the wrong thing, you cough a little too hard, like you laugh at something too hard, whatever.
mhm,
If you stick out in any way, someone's gonna get video of you, like something's gonna happen, like at any point. And then depending on your ties, whether it's your job or your friends or whatever, depending on the
mhm.
reaction that you have from the rest of the world, like, bro, anything could happen. And that doesn't even mean that you need to like that it has to affect you locally. Like somehow a clip could go viral from here, be famous in Malaysia, and now you're just like this person for that brief moment of time that in
Yeah,
Malaysia or wherever the fuck you were just viral and they loved you for some reason. You're like, Jesus fucking Christ. Now all these people know about me. They do a deep dive in my life. Like, you don't know how
look at
far some people go.
the perfect example is the Huck Tua girl.
Oh my god.
Before she scammed everybody,
Before she scammed everybody.
but she was just walking. She was just living her life, and she just said, "You know what? I'm gonna spit that shit in the mic." And there you go.
Yeah, I don't like the reinforcement that that puts on the society in terms of like the kind of signal that sends out,
Oh,
because
sure.
now it's like it's a signal to anyone that's like, oh, if I just say like the craziest thing, if I just do the craziest thing, then I'll go viral and I can actually make something, uh you know, like more of a platform. Like, dude, I was going by my reels the other day and I see this one where it's these kids, they're like 16 years old, they'll like run into a store or a restaurant or the mall or wherever the fuck, and then just start doing all these you ever see Jamaican um I want to see if I can find some footage of Jamaican. Oh wait, you know what? No, the best example of this would be is Major Laser. Not Lean. Oh, Get Free. Yeah. They shot this in I can't play the audio obviously, but actually I can play the audio for us, but not the stream. Hold on,
Oh, hell yeah.
because the song is fucking sick.
To hell with the viewer.
Sorry guys. But no, there's a scene where these Jamaicans are fucking dancing on some women, and bro, it is not dancing. They're fucking pulverizing pelvises. Like I'm
Oh,
like
I've seen
it
this
is
style. Yeah,
it
yeah.
is crazy. Let me see if I can.
It's been around.
There's got to be a clip, or is it just women?
There's
Oh no, here
there's
it is.
been
Here it is.
there's been memes of a woman getting like launched off the stage and shit.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
right, bro.
That hurts to watch.
Bro, I don't understand how any of that is good. Oh, there's
You know
got to
what's
be.
so sexy? A fractured pelvis.
What? There's got to be a Jamaican. There has to be footage. I have because this is a visual thing. People have to see it. This is on a next level. I don't understand why they do this. It does not look pleasurable at all. Is it just mash? I don't know. I don't even know what it's called. What is that? What is that style of dance called? You
It's
know what?
basically just softcore
Hold on.
porn at this
Well,
point.
it basically is. What is the name for the Jamaican? I can't believe I'm searching this up. For the Jamaican
Our
dance
stream is rated 18 plus.
where a man and woman slam pelvises into each other. I don't know how else to put it. I don't know how else to put it.
I would have called it the Jamaican humping dance. Honestly, it would probably come up.
I didn't want to do that. I didn't want
I
to
know you
find
didn't.
a
I know
word.
you were trying to avoid it as much as possible. That's why I didn't say anything. And I was just like, you know what?
Yeah, I can't really work my way out of this one. It's
No, it's
called dagger. It's called
daggering. It's
daggering.
called daggering. Sounds even worse.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm gonna mute the music here too.
Skilla Entertainment.
Bro, on a roof?
Why do they do these things on such a high place? Yeah, fuck your wig, I guess.
Oh my god.
And now she gets revenge. Come on.
I don't think
What?
can he get up? Is he okay?
Oh no, he's fine. He's wait. Oh, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
Oh, what the shit? And he's like still in it. There it is.
Oh my god.
And he's still like get back here.
Oh my god. Yeah, I figured she
Oh,
was just
she
hit the
misses
roof.
him.
You know, no,
Yeah.
on purpose. Yeah. Does he put his hand there? Oh, he does. Or no? Oh, he catches her. He tries to catch her. Okay. Okay. Anyways, wait, where was this going?
All right, new fetish
Oh,
unlocked.
frick. Fuck off. No, I just
You
remembered
don't
where I was
even know what
going
you
with
were
this.
talking
I
about.
remembered where I was going with this.
Yeah, let's talk about daggering for a quick second.
No, okay, so these teenagers that were just like running into these stores, malls, whatever, they would do this on top of like a cash register or like a table
Oh,
or
jeez.
wherever the fuck, and they're just doing the most outrageous. And I'm like, what the like? I go to the
It's like that
account,
lady that jumped on the Lamborghini. Remember you saw that video?
kind of.
She found like a random like was like a blue Lambo, and she just crawled up on it.
Oh, this one?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think this one. Yeah, the blue one. Yeah, like you said, the blue one.
yeah.
I'm muting that. I don't even want to listen to it.
This is what people do for clout.
Not just that, but like that this is what she did for clout.
Yeah,
But
and then
this
he's
guy
ripping it off, eh?
like, and how many followers this? He has 100K. Jesus fucking. Oh wow. Just when you like find a corner of the internet where you're like, I can't believe that. But no, she clearly did this and it was a stunt. So like she clearly kept like doing all these videos of like going to like all these luxury cars and doing shit to them, and then she's at the Lakers game or whatever the fuck, and she got a slim
Yeah,
waist.
but again, it's the problem with the precedent that it sets, right? Because it's sending the same
Yeah.
message of, oh, I can just do stupid shit and get away with it.
Dude, there's this girl that fucking all she does is she goes to cars and she like fiddles with them. This is the best way I can describe it.
I've never
Oh,
seen
there's
that
music. Yeah, like she goes, oh, you can't even get in. So uncomfortable. Red flag.
red flag.
Oh, it's too loud.
It's too. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god, I went over a
Oh
bump.
my
And
God, it has no suspension.
This is her whole shtick. This is all she does.
You ever seen that Bentley ad?
This whole channel is like that. Jesus fuck. Which
Yeah.
Bentley ad?
Look up like whispering Bentley ad.
Oh yeah, I know this one. Yeah,
You've seen this one?
I know. Yeah, she like she fucks with it.
Like this is what Bentley decided to put out there.
Wait, this is their commercial?
Yeah.
Bentley.
What? I thought it was just like a video that she made.
I thought it
No,
was a
this.
commercial.
No. This is
Oh.
no. This is part of her content. This is
Oh,
This is
Jesus
all her.
Christ.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Bentley.
There are people that make fun of this. Like, what? There's a big bearded guy in like fucking corduroy overalls. It's like Ford, and then he like smacks it or something. Like,
But yeah, those teenagers, and I saw that, and like you said, the precedent that it sets is just, oh yeah, you can just go viral, and you can be an influencer, and you can do this stuff, and I don't understand any of it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting too old, but like this is like it's weird. Like it's not a. And when I say this, I don't mean that I know exactly what is a constructive use of your time or what isn't, but that doesn't seem like it would fall in that category. It's not really like there's no like what skill are you learning? What are you actually doing? Like what time is being spent here? And I'm not saying that every spare moment of your life should be spent like working on something. Like no, absolutely not. That's not a part of balanced life, but like where does this actually like go? It's like, oh, you have like a clothing brand or you invest in a crypto coin. Like what
no,
do you
at this
do?
point, it's congratulations, you're hot. Like that's pretty much all it is.
Yeah,
If
like
in
doing
this
what?
day and age, if you're hot enough, you can get away with anything.
Well, no, because it's weird. Because like I'll see these streamers, and whenever they're faced with like something in like real life, they just they can't handle their shit. They're like, oh my god, how do I do laundry, or how do I do this, or how do I do that, or like Asmongold
Uh,
talking about spraying his fucking mouth on the wall because his gums would bleed. Yeah. Yeah,
I like
yeah, dude.
vaguely remember that.
Yeah, fucking. Where's the wall? Where's the year it is? His blood wall.
I think that I would absolutely kill the
it out of Asmongold. Like, I don't think that he has a muscle mass.
I think you're right, but I think we have to consider something that will be pivotal in this fight. I think he could be a little frail, and I like Asmongold, but recently someone pulled up a picture of his bedroom on Twitter, and there was blood on the wall.
What?
And his response to this, his explanation,
Wait,
was that his gums would bleed at night, and he would wipe away the blood and smear it on the wall just so he could go back to sleep. I think there's some kind of wild card here where
Okay, then.
I'm by no means saying that this is representative of every streamer. There's some people that like, yeah, they live a life and they just stream and that's how they make their money. There's some decent like ones out there that are actually like worth watching. There's this one guy that I follow. Let me see if I can pull up his channel. Just a Japanese truck driver. He just his camera is always on the
Well,
truck.
yeah, I've seen that. There are truck streams here too, in North America.
Let me see if I can.
I don't
find
mind that
his-
as much because it's just like a day in the life, right? I know
That's-
it's like brain dead content, but if you want to stream while you're doing your job, I mean, I can't do that, right?
Well, no, but it's great because it's just like, oh, cool! I get to see what Japan is like. You
yeah,
know, like,
and
I
it's
get
also
to-
like background noise. You could put this on some music and just do whatever.
Yeah. Like I was having dinner the other day and I just turned it on. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know this about Japanese roads or like what their infrastructure looked like. And at one point, I just noticed the way that the bridges were built and just the scenery that he was driving through. I was like, oh my god, your infrastructure in Japan is beautiful. Like I commented that. I was like, yeah, it's not at all what we have in North America. Like I didn't really see that many potholes or like digs in the ground. And yeah, I get it. We got a different climate and different culture, and I understand that. I'm just saying like it was cool to see a place.
It was
where
nice to see somewhere that didn't look like hammered shit.
yeah. Dude, I hit such a bad pothole the other day. I almost bit my tongue off. I was like,
Oh,
"Fuck."
Jesus.
That because I was just like biking, and I didn't happen to look down, and I just forgot the importance of doing that. And the bump was so hard. I was like, "Oh, thank Christ, my tongue was behind my teeth."
Yeah. Fucking
Oh
stop talking while you're biking.
Oh, I think I was chewing gum, which is even dumber. But um,
I didn't need that part of my tongue anyway. It's fine.
yeah, it'll grow back.
It'll
But
grow
yeah,
back.
but
It's a lizard. Confirmed.
Well, yeah, some of these streams, it's weird. It's weird how some people are able to just, I don't know, like proceed to just be children on camera. Like
Well, remember
these
when
people are like 20, 30, like 40-year-olds, and they're like, doing those like
acting
popping
a
balloon
fool,
games. Like, yeah, like, oh, you want to fuck, like fucking, like, what are we doing here? You guys are
even
30.
those prank ones that are like, fuck, I can't even think of one right now. It's like, hey, he walks up to somebody in the hood. Hey, you looking to get popped or something? You looking to get popped? He goes, what the fuck?
Oh
Fuck
my
you talking
god.
about? And then he like brings out like a Pepsi or something. Pop, man. You looking to get popped?
Yeah.
Like this is what the hell? And like I was gonna say before, when streaming started, like you had to be, I don't know, you almost had to be a certain type of character. It was almost just a character and talent over anything else at the beginning to be big streamers. And that's why the OG streamers are, well, still so big and still around. Is that they actually had to do something like the gaming streamers, for example, they had to be a different level of charismatic and engaging to stand out and get as big as they did. And everybody else fell to the wayside. You know, you can name the big streamers from back in the day off the top of your head. You know, I couldn't name a streamer that came out, 3 years ago, 5 years ago.
Yeah, and I realize it might sound hypocritical for me to say this as I'm streaming, and I don't know. I can't help but look at that kind of stuff. Even like even like on the female like sexual side, where like they have all those hot tub streams. Um, what's her name? That famous redhead. I forget her name.
Come on, we know you know her name.
No, fuck off. I actually
We
don't
know you're
remember
subscribed to her OnlyFans.
it. Fuck off. Bro, that's a poison too. Fucking OnlyFans.
Did you just say that
Um,
redhead? That limits it down to like every female on the internet.
no, there's that one that's like super. Hold on. Super famous redhead streamer. Her name will
You're talking
Amaranth.
about Ezra? Oh,
No, Amaranth. This woman right here. Yeah,
Amaranth.
it was crazy because like at her peak, now she's kind of fallen off. Like she'll still get an audience, but at her peak, the drama was that um Twitch kept changing the guidelines in terms of what kind of sexual content was allowed on stream.
Oh,
So
yeah, I remember that.
kind of the same issue that Tumblr had, because when Tumblr initially started putting in censorship on their platform, well, not censorship. I guess it is. No, it is censorship. Yeah, you're trying to remove a certain type of content. Um, when they were like going about it in their guidelines, they use the word female. I'm pretty sure they use female presenting nipple. So because like they can't. You can't have guy chests on there. It's like,
Just
well,
Google that.
oh yeah. They yeah. This was like a huge meme.
This could have gone so wrong.
No, I have save search on by default.
Oh, gotcha.
That is hilarious though. I can't believe I didn't catch that because
It's
I'm so
such.
in.
It's so posh too. Female presenting nipple.
But yeah, so on December 3rd, 2018, Tumblr announced new community guidelines that would go into effect on December 17th, which banned adult content. The new community guidelines regarding adult content read, where does it say? Female presenting nipple. Oh, don't upload images, video, GIFs that show real life human genitals or female presenting nipples. Yeah. So there's a bunch of memes made about it and all
Memes.
that.
This is how liberty dies.
Yeah. With no female presenting nipples.
Oh, I love the
But yeah, so kind of in the same way, Twitch was struggling with theirs because they're like, fuck, like there's a huge amount of women that use this platform to do this, and there's tons of other platforms where they can go and do this. So how do we remain competitive in the space while still having like control over what's allowed? Because there were several moments at the peak of this where like women were just like straight up just jerking off online. There was one where like a streamer quote unquote forgot she was offline and she just decided to start masturbating, and I was like, dude, you did this for a stunt because you already have like an OnlyFans running to hopefully get your audience to convert to like more OnlyFans. It's like, oh, whatever, my Twitch account is banned. Oh, haha, whatever. Once it gets unbanned, I can get back to doing my regular saucy stream, but I'll get this many OnlyFans, subscribers or whatever the fuck. There were a bunch of incidents like that. And I remember at one point Amaranth got caught during the stream because somebody donated a TTS, and it was another like famous streamer who was doing it. It was like he was live at the time when he sent the donation, and he's like, "Wait, no way, is she watching fucking Netflix?" Because he noticed by the way her eyes were following that she was like reading captions or something, because she was doing this ASMR stream, and so the donation read, "Do you just watch like Netflix as you're doing these streams so that you're just not bored out of your fucking mind because you have to do this for hours on end?" And she just starts grinning ear to ear, not saying anything. And it's like, yeah, you're literally just watching Netflix. What the fuck, man?
Wow.
Crazy. Yeah, so there were a bunch of incidents like that, and I don't know what they settled on, but that was a meta for a while. And then Amaranth turned out, um, she started streaming, like talking about her husband. I get, yeah, she was married to this guy, still is maybe, but she had this whole crash out of like him abusing her and threatening her life, and the cops were called on stream, and then eventually they did multiple streams together where like they both just flipped shit on each other, and I was like, this is either like we're seeing them in the real or they're playing characters and you can't tell which is which, but people just can't help but keep watching. And the whole saga, I think it's still ongoing. I don't know what's going on. She's probably still streaming. She might even be live right now. No fucking way she's on right now. Also, I'm not gonna play this ad. I hate Twitch because of the ads now.
Oh my god! So I'm
Yeah.
here pet sitting, man. I turned on the TV and was just chilling after work, watching some Kitchen Nightmares because I didn't want to bother going through the entire guide to figure out what I wanted to watch. The commercials are horrendous.
Oh, it's awful.
I don't know how anybody watches TV anymore. I don't
It's
know how
awful.
we watched TV when we were young.
Because that was it. That was the only thing we
Because
had.
I get it. That was the standard. But God, I can't go back. I can't go back. I've looked through the window. Like,
Dude, what I would
it
do
is god awful.
What I would do is I would juggle shit. I would juggle shows. So like if I'm in the middle of watching a movie
100%.
and there was a commercial on, I'd be like, okay, well the game's on,
Switch
or
over.
like
Yeah.
Discovery Channel has something, or whatever the fuck. And then if the worst was
You
when
try
the
to match up
timing,
shows.
yeah,
Yes.
the worst is when the timing overlapped, and you're like, fuck, they're
There's
both in
commercials on
commercial.
both. Fuck.
Shit. Yo, that's such a core memory. I can't believe I just remembered that. Oh my god, yeah, I remember fucking the remote, the buttons just getting rubbed over because of how many times you're just flipping.
You just kept hitting
between
last,
channels.
just hitting, going back.
And I always got so frustrated because I loved reading captions. Maybe that's how I got such an easy handle of like the English language. I just watch stuff with captions, but they were always slower than what was being said, which just fucking annoyed the shit out of me. It just like we just couldn't get real time captions for some reason. Even on my mom's TV now, like she pays $100+ for like internet, home phone, and TV and everything in one bundle, and we can't even get like decent like the shows are submitted beforehand. It's not like this is happening live and there's someone in a control room. Like no, it's all. What do you mean? They send you like the hard drive or the tape or whatever the fuck. Like
The worst ones are always at the bank.
What do you mean?
You know when you're at the bank and you stand up the TVs and they got the news going? You can read their lips, you can listen in because they have the audio super low. And you watch the subtitles on the bottom and they are like way off.
Oh, yeah.
Way they're years behind.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Dude, waiting rooms when they have a TV, it's never the right thing. It's always some shit. In Toronto, it's common to just have like CP24 on. It's like, dude, I don't want to watch the fucking news. This is retarded. I don't want to see this shit. Like, what?
The problem with that is that you need licensing for everything else, though. Like, remember when we were working that small shop, and I wanted to put the NFL game on,
Yeah.
and the boss man comes in and goes, "Hey, be careful with that. Like, we don't have licensing to air this."
Oh, yeah.
Because
'cause
people could
we
come
can
in
air
and
them,
just
yeah.
watch, right? I was like, I didn't even think of that.
I actually just
I just
realized
thought, oh, we have a TV, we have a chill like waiting area, kind of like lounge. Like, well, why not put on something? Well, the shop was empty half the time anyway, so why not put on something I want to watch? But like,
You know what's crazy? TVs at the dentist.
My dentist never had a TV.
I don't like that. The dentist I used to go to. Actually, I haven't been to one in a while. But the one I used to go to, he has
Amen to that, brother. So much for the
Yeah.
Canadian dental plan, huh?
Oh god, I'm choking.
Thanks, Jag Meat.
Thanks, you fucking. I want to say a slur. God
Can't say that on the internet.
Fucking Christ. Yeah. Fuck Jagmeet. But yeah, no, the TV at the dentist, that weirded me out when that got implemented because I'm like, dude, I could just stare at a ceiling for like 30 minutes or whatever. It's fine. Like it's all good. If it's any longer, I get knocked out. So like, who the fuck gives a shit? Like, why do I need the TV on? Then I'm just staring at the news, and then it goes to commercial, and then I'm like, all right, time to look at the weather because I don't want to see the ads. I'm
And I also want to
staring
look
at the
around at
weather.
the other people in the fucking waiting
Uh,
room. Like,
well, no, I mean like when you're getting work done. Not when you're in the
what?
waiting room.
You guys have
Yeah.
TVs on like the ceiling?
No, it's like because the dentist, what they'll do is with their setup, they have all these things tied to mechanical arms, so they just have a mount for
Mhm.
the TV either out of the wall or like
No
in somewhere.
way.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I meant. Not like at the waiting room. I meant like as
You
you're.
got a fancy ass dentist.
I don't like it. No, just let the awkwardness of the moment happen, so that I'm not just distracted from it, and so that I have to look up or occasionally make eye contact with you. Because like otherwise, it's like what are.
When you stare lovingly into your dentist's eyes.
Well, no, it's like I get it. It's a weird thing. Like I gotta open my mouth and make it accessible
Yeah.
for you to do your work. So now we're just stuck in this situation. You're just having small talk with your assistant or whatever the fuck. Or
Attempting
trying
to
to
have small talk with me, but I
or
can't
with
say
me.
shit.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Why are you doing that?
I would prefer
Um.
them just completely ignore me and talk to each other.
Yep.
Just pretend I'm not here.
Yep.
We're here to do a job, get it done, and get out. Like,
That's right.
you don't need to be chatting with me. Like when they removed my wisdom teeth, the dentist was talking about buying chocolates at Costco with his assistant. And I was on laughing gas, so I was like, everything's fine. This is cool. I'm
Yeah,
chill.
we're chilling. We're chilling. But yeah, no, yeah,
But
I remember on the TV, like when they added it, I was like, this is too much. I don't want to be plugged into a screen all the time. I already
sensory
stare at screens
overload.
enough. Yeah, I already look
Dude,
at
how
screens
come
enough.
they didn't give you an iPad so you could play Candy Crush?
Oh my god, dude, I saw a kid today. I was at a drugstore. I look at the kid sitting this phone. It's blaring on speaker, obviously, and he's just watching Instagram reels. And I'm like, oh my god, he's like 8. It's like Jesus fuck, dude. We are gonna have some because there's that conspiracy theory, not conspiracy theory, but like there's this idea of like a future of humanity of where it's a version where like it was in Wall-E, where you have all those fat fucks on their scooters or on
Mm,
their
their hover scooters or whatever.
yeah, whatever the fuck they are, just like plugged in
Hover
to
chairs.
TVs. You have AC on either side, and yeah, all
I thought
that.
those were speakers.
Maybe, probably could also just double as an. I hope it has an AC. Oh
Personal AC.
my god. But yeah, like people talk about that and 20 or 5-minute cities and all that stuff. Um, but like it doesn't even have to go to that extent. You just have to be like plugged in enough on all your various devices, and we kind of get there eventually.
Why are the babies fat? What are they feeding these kids?
Well, first of all, how's any one of these people having babies?
Oh, we got science for that shit.
That's true. They probably just fucking. It's probably like
Just testing babies.
an auto blow, and then like an auto syringe for the woman.
Auto blow?
Yeah, have you never seen one of those?
Fuck off. Auto blow.
Dude, there's a guy that makes a living, and I can't believe there's a part of my brain that knows this, but there's a guy that makes a living on Instagram being sponsored by the company that makes the auto blows, and he just makes videos about like how difficult it is to not be able to use the auto blow at like certain situations. Like, oh, I'm going to the movie theater, and they didn't
Can't
even
use
let
it on the
me.
bus. What the fuck?
They didn't even let me fucking walk in with my Jackmaster 9000, like, or whatever the fuck it's called. Let me see if I
What
can
the
find it.
hell,
God,
man?
I can't, bro. I'm ruining my fucking search history here. Let me see if I can find this guy. It's worth
Female
it because he's
presenting
funny.
nipples.
Well, yeah, that was funny. Um, Let me see if I can find this guy. Why is he not the most recent post? I don't understand. This guy's that's his thing. That's what he's known for. He was he did a podcast with not Bert Kreischer. What's the Tom Segura? Where is it? Let me find a YouTube clip of it. Tom Segura auto blow. Did they actually cut out auto blow from the fucking algorithm? Are you serious? That's nuts. I can't even find the clip. See, now I look like a crazy guy because I can't even find any proof that this guy exists. Now I'm just making sure. Yeah, you know this guy that goes on the internet.
This is the fucking two guys fighting naked thing all over again.
What's the two guys fighting naked thing? What do you mean?
You don't remember when we fucking recorded that? We're talking about two guys, like one guy getting naked while they're fighting to scare off the other guy. And you're like, "There's
Oh,
a
we
clip
couldn't
of it, I
find it.
swear." And you couldn't
Yeah.
find it. You're like, "This just makes it look like I watch gay porn."
Why am I getting car accounts when I look for this on Instagram? What the fuck? Okay, I can't
New
find
Ford auto blow.
it. I can't find the guy. That's very strange. But yeah. Where the fuck was I going with this? Oh yeah, the fucking Wally people. Auto blow. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the fat babies. That's what we were talking about.
But yeah, no, like that kind of world, I mean, it already kind of exists to an extent. There's just people that are not they don't spend any time offline. They're just constantly online. That shit is
Well,
not good.
I remember back in frig.
Frig,
What
man.
would this be?
Frig, dude.
2012? No, it's like 2011. I was in Bayshore, and I was just sitting on one of the benches while I think my mom, my sister went into like Claire's or something, and I was fucking 17. I'm like, I'm not going into Claire's. So I sat on the bench outside, and this mom and her two kids sit down on the bench next to me, and one of them is, I swear to God, he's like 5 or 6. Like he's half slurring his words still. And his brother is probably around 8. They're both standing there with like brand new, well, not brand new, but they have like smartphones. And the little one, like the 6-year-old, is telling his mom like, "Oh, Rogers has a deal on right now. We can get so and so with this much data and blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Kid, I was eating rocks when I was 6. I wasn't talking about smartphone plans. This is 2011. I can only imagine." I'm looking at him like, I didn't get a friggin' phone until I was 16. And that's only because I started driving.
Yeah, it's that social pressure, man. It's like all your friends have one and you want to be connected. And
That's pretty much the only reason I was on Facebook for as long as I was.
yeah, no, like you want to be connected to a world, and like there are actually a lot of positives from using it like constructively. Like Facebook, if it's good for one thing, like Facebook Marketplace is a great tool to just find used stuff that like people have and just have barely used or whatever. Like you can just find a lot of interesting stuff on there, like any kind of like those kind of places. I peruse like the free section half the time because like sometimes somebody could just be giving away like some really cool shit. Like I have a collection of photos that I bought for like maybe $50, $40, something like that. It's photos of the tour that Stalin did across all the provinces of the Soviet Union when they were promoting like how hardworking the people were and how they're letting the women work and just like all this whole like propaganda that was based on trying to build up the image of the Soviet Union. And there are all these photos taken. There are all these places that Stalin went. There are all these like programs of women working or just people working in general, building all this infrastructure, farming, all that kind of stuff. It's just a collection of photos that was initially bought or initially sold at San Francisco, and like these photos are like they're like prints. They're not like um you're reading just like a page in a book and it's just there. Like no, like this is actually like print quality paper. So there was a negative that they used, and they actually like made the photos, like processed them and everything. This obviously isn't like the original copy. They made duplicates to sell, but yeah, I just found it like no, no, my brother found it on Facebook Marketplace, and I was like, holy shit, that's pretty cool. And like now I just have like a little piece of history that I peruse sometimes. I'm like, oh, that's fucking awesome. And somebody just had that in their basement lying around. They were just like, I got to get rid of it. Got to make space. There's a lot of cool stuff
Damn.
on there. So like, there's a lot of benefits. Like, dude, I got my MacBook from
Yeah.
fucking Facebook Marketplace. Like, there's not just buying stuff, but like groups and getting involved in community, or just like I don't know, staying in touch with people. But yeah,
No,
beyond
exactly.
that,
It does
beyond
have
that,
its pros,
yeah.
but the main reason, like, I'm considering Facebook as a good example of that social pressure is because one, the only reason I got Facebook in the first place was because everybody else already had Facebook,
Yeah, same.
and then after that, it was mostly just sports, like keeping in contact with other players, coaches, and teams, and so on.
Yeah, and I like how like
And then after that, there was
sorry.
like major dry spells in between that where I didn't post anything. I think the only thing I posted was from our like second year at uni there,
Hmm. Yeah, I stopped
just
posting on
just
Facebook years
briefly for
ago.
Frost Week. That was it.
Yeah.
And again, it was like my attempt at like, oh, getting into this sphere and seeing what happens.
The one useful thing about social media that I actually realized the other day is that part of the reason why it's become uh, a part in our uh, mating practices, for lack of a better word, um, is because it allows you to see what kind of person they are before meeting them. Like if you get to see their Twitter feed or their Instagram or whatever, like there's people that like categorize that and try to prioritize how many followers they have. Like I've heard like all this commentary about people, oh, if she doesn't have 10K followers, or if he doesn't have 5, like whatever, like all this amount, and then in my head I'm just like, bro, if she has more than 1,000 people following her, I'm concerned immediately. It's like, what do you mean? Like, you just post photos of yourself all the time in like sexy poses and shit? It's like, yeah, I don't know if I want to be with a woman that's like that. I'm not looking to have you just plaster yourself out on the
I,
internet while we're together. Like I'm not about that. I don't want that. Like this
yeah,
this
but
whole idea of like the Instagram boyfriend taking photos of his girl. Like, dude, that's so fuck
mm.
that. I would not go for a woman that is like social media minded like that. Like, no, dude, fuck off. I don't want to be a part of that. Like people have to know about a relationship now. Like, no, no.
Well, not only that, I just find it like disturbing. Well, first of all, you're being a little presumptuous. I don't think follower count has anything to do with the caliber of your character. Like if she has 1,000 followers, for example, I'm thinking, okay, is she part of some other groups? Does she like I don't know do knitting tutorials or cosplay, or she likes comics or book clubs? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't think honestly, I don't think follower count has anything to do with anything. I think that's all fucking bullshit. Like, oh, you need more than 5,000 followers. Why do 5,000 people feel the need to follow my life at any point, and that suddenly makes me a better person for it? Like,
Yeah, and how many are
no,
real?
that's fucking arbitrary bullshit. That, but yeah, no, I agree with you with the whole social media thing, and I feel like it just gets disruptive. You know, like you've seen those friggin' videos where a guy goes to like take a bite of his meal and the lady freaks out and she goes, "No, we have to take a picture first." It's like I couldn't handle that. Absolutely not.
Fuck off. Fuck right.
Having to
Dude,
take a picture of every meal you have, I is a problem.
I'm inhaling mine and I'm eating hers at that point. It's like, all right,
Yeah,
pick your move. Are we
I'm
staying?
I'm picking I'm picking up my plate and I'm eating at the bar by myself. Like I'm
Yeah,
not.
like, dude, I'm inhaling that shit and fucking immediately. Are you kidding me? Fuck off. this is where our
I'm just
crossroads
smashing my face
starts.
into the plate. So like, there, take a picture of that.
uh
Oh, shit.
yeah, that too, or
Yeah.
just posting your love life on social media. I find it to be the weirdest thing ever. 10 years
What do you mean by
together,
posting? Like,
yeah.
oh, okay.
But no, like just anything, any
Like
a-
even the social like the relationship status thing.
absolutely. I
Look,
I
if it's
think
if you go onto your social media on your Facebook and you put it's complicated, you're just
oh my
blasting to the
god.
world that whatever's going on with you is fucked. Like
Yeah, it's just a signal. Fuck boys slide in.
it should either be single or in a relationship. There is no in between.
That too, but I find like any kind of maybe it's just my bias, but I find any kind of telegraphing about your life in that regard on social media, when you're trying to interact with people in that way, it it's cheap. It's cheap and it's fake and it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
I think it only serves I think it's a self-serving act that you're trying to get validation from these random strangers. Like if they actually cared and if they knew what was going on, then they would know. Then they would be in your life and you would call them or hang out with them or spend time with them doing whatever, and then they know and there's no need to post. And the people that know already know.
Well, that.
That's the way that I see it. It's like
Mhm.
I'm not saying like, "Oh my god, if your house burns down, fucking keep it to yourself." Like, no. Like,
No,
obviously,
no.
obviously calm that shit down. Like,
Hey
no.
guys, having a bad day. It's pretty hot out here.
Yeah, like, no, obviously, like, it's a great tool for crowdfunding and, like, for helping people with medical bills and all this other, like, great stuff. That's great. But anything that's, like, day in the life, like, put a gun in my mouth right now. Right today. Today. I
Well,
can't.
again, it's that lack of authenticity with shit. And that's why I ended up jumping ship with Facebook in the first place. Because, like you said, the people that should know, right? It's that whole thing about like here's what was one of the big piss offs for me when Facebook is that my birthday would come around, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I get phone calls, you know, from the important people. And everybody else, it's on Facebook. It's like, yeah, you motherfuckers. That's because Facebook alerted you when you fucking hopped on.
Yep.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have known. You would have totally forgot. You wouldn't even have bothered. And then on
Yep.
top of that, I see a post from somebody I'm following or blah blah blah's, um, some guy with a degenerative disease, some teenager, um, was like interacting with an NHL team. I don't remember the whole fucking story, but anyways, they were doing this thing like, oh, this kid's out here making him an honorary member and blah 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 blah. And somebody jumps on Facebook after he unfortunately passed away from his disease and goes, "Oh, he was such an inspiration, and so on and so forth. You will be highly missed. You inspired me so much." It's like you never met this guy. He doesn't know you exist.
Yeah, I remember this story, yeah.
But
Yeah.
just because you saw a story that he's gone, you think you can hop on and be like, "Look how good of a person I am. I acknowledge that this individual." It's like, no, you want another day in the life? Another person passed away today. That's how it affected you. That's it. But no, you feel the need to jump on there and you know what? This is something I'm gonna make a post about. It's like I can't handle that. I couldn't handle Facebook as it was in the end anyway. It's like Facebook was getting bad. It was the original Instagram Reels for me.
Yeah, and it gets to a point. And when I say all this, like I'm not saying as if like I'm removed from it, I'm better than it. Like, dude, I've fallen into these traps plenty. I still do in a lot of ways with social media.
Not
Um
me. I'm a superior being.
I wouldn't. I just wouldn't.
Yeah, yeah, there it is.
um
Damn good deal.
damn good deal. Uh But no, like I remember fucking on a birthday, I was on vacation in a foreign country, beautiful place, it was amazing. Um, and I go to the internet cafe that's on the resort, and I check how many people had shared a Facebook like
And
birthday
use
thing from me.
the auto jacker 5,000.
That's right. Yeah, shortly afterwards. Um,
Sorry.
no, I had disabled it earlier on just to be like, okay, well, who are my
I'm
real
sorry.
friends? Who's gonna actually wish me a happy birthday and know about it? And after disabling it, nobody, not a single person. And at the time, obviously, like being a teenager, I was crushed and all that. But looking back, I just realized I'm like, that's retarded. Why are you getting sad about that? You're in a like, first of all, you got to travel. Like, how many people still to this day just can't afford to fucking take a flight somewhere? Um, and not to mention that you're on a resort. It's like everything is given to you, food, drink, fucking everything, and it's your birthday. Like, how could you? How? What right do you have to be sad because these fucking faggots didn't fucking what? They didn't write a little post, dude. That's so fucking gay. Are you stupid? That's the most retarded fucking thing to be mad about. That is just absurd emotion right there. Putting um any kind of stake in what happens online in that regard. Like, it's one thing if you're like getting death threats and they're legitimate and you're concerned for your life. Like, okay, all right, I got some emotional investment in this. Okay, I get it. But
Much.
otherwise, like being sad about not enough people following or not people like people not liking the post, any of that, it just
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
that's not people not liking the post. That's you realizing that a simple piece of information about your life isn't remembered or acknowledged by the other people in your life simply because they weren't reminded on Facebook. Like I get
Yeah.
exactly what you're saying because I think I did the same thing before finally getting off. I disabled the or I think I just removed my date of birth completely from my profile. And yeah, the same thing. My birthday came around, and yeah, I get what you mean. I had a little more angst towards it, maybe because I was mad, but it was more like that, teenage, oh, I'm better than everybody kind of mindset, and being like, oh, how do these people not even know? Like these people aren't even my friends, blah blah blah. But I got over that
Yeah.
real fast, just because, like you were saying, what are you getting mad about? It doesn't even matter.
Yeah. Like that's the thing. And like I if I'd post or like if I'd comment on something, I'd get a reaction from it normally. And then on my birthday, like nothing. And it serves as a good reminder. Like, yeah, no, they don't care. They don't care. They really don't. You can't
Speaking of
expect.
posting and people commenting, I
Yeah.
put like two posts on Twitter, and on both of them, you made gay comments. Oh no, it was my Instagram.
Instagram. It was Instagram, yeah.
Thanks for being
Yeah, see,
supportive, dude.
that's fun. That's fun. Like that comes from a genuine place, and you know that it does, and it's a fun little joke that we have. Like I like that kind of interaction. That's why I kind of miss in some ways like having a Twitter account because I just get to do stuff like that. Like, yeah, that's fucking gay. Like that's fucking stupid. Don't be a retard. Um, but yeah, otherwise, like any kind of attempt to, I don't know, bear a part of your humanity online, it just I can't help but look at that as, I don't know, some kind of like cheap, just like ineffective. Like it's rare that it actually comes across as genuine, and I know this person's being real. But even then, when I look at the comments, I'm just like, oh god, it's just a sea of people. They all have hot takes. They want to get likes. They want to get monetized, and all the incentives are just they make the whole thing toxic. Like there was one girl I remember she went on the show. You know that guy on YouTube that does all these financial
I think I
audits
know
of
the
people?
exact clip you're talking about.
You know the financial audit guy, the guy
Yeah.
that does the glasses, Caleb, and he's talking with this girl that's like, "Oh, I get my monthly income from commenting on Twitter." Have you seen that one?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so it's this girl. She's like wearing this like emo get up, and he's like, what do you mean? Like, how do you make money? I don't understand." She's like, "Oh, like I'm verified on Twitter, and I get enough likes, and I uh I make my money like that. It's just enough for rent and food and all that stuff." And he's like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Well, I followed like the biggest accounts, and I tried to get there immediately when they post anything of significance, and I just post like a meme or a hot take or whatever, and then enough people like the comment, and that's how I get monetized. It's like, Jesus fucking what the fuck, man? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, she's playing the game.
I mean, yeah, but like the fact that there's an incentive structure for that at the top, and that's how some people can just make a living.
Mm.
I mean, what does that say about the platform? Like that's why, like I I've heard this point be made. Like people say, like, oh, YouTube's never going away, Twitter's never going away. Now, okay, sure, it's not going away, but they're not monoliths. Like if these platforms don't actually adapt, then this is all just gonna get swooped up by somebody else. Like I think enough people are gonna get frustrated with social media that they're like, okay, fuck, can we just get something where it doesn't feel like it's a fucking contest, or that you don't have to have the hottest of takes. You can just be a person and just talk. Like, can we just have that? Can we have a platform like that where it's just none of this fucking retarded like political bullshit, like how Twitter was like blocking information getting passed during an election year. Like, can we just not have any of that? Can we just have a platform where people can chill?
Mm.
I think it'll come. I think it's only a
I don't
matter of
know.
time.
Yeah, but the problem is that you'll never stop people from coming in and addressing these issues, anyways.
No. I think
We're
like
continuing to spread this information.
absolutely.
I said this information, like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah,
any, not disinformation. Just want to clarify. But yeah,
yeah.
you can't keep people out.
No, that dynamic will exist, and like Twitter will say Twitter, and YouTube will say YouTube, and Facebook, and all that. Like, there's always going to be a space for that. This is what happens when human beings interact with the digital landscape. There's going to be grifters. There's going to be people that like steal posts. There's going to be people that just want to post ridiculous shit and get the most reactions. There's always going to be a Miles Morales streamer. Like, yeah, there's no going
Yeah.
back. But I think there's a good chance of uh the audience of these platforms that just get fed up with this kind of shit, that they're like, all right, well, we're going to migrate to smaller platforms, and there's going to be dozens of them, and we can just have our communities there and check in with Twitter every now and then, but mostly just use those other ones. Like, I don't see why that can't happen. You know, platform with a couple of thousand followers instead of like millions.
Yeah, true. But now you're talking about basically like a Reddit group or something, right?
Yeah,
Somebody
just
to
like a forum.
curate. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, basically forums, but that are, I don't know, just somehow different. I think people are hungry for it. Just having a digital space that's not it's not limited by all these different incentives. Like the fact that Musk wants to turn X into the everything app and have like your financials done through it too. People were making the comparison between that and WeChat, and I was like, "Oh, I don't like that. I wouldn't trust that." If they came out tomorrow and they said you can put your credit card and your debit card on X and we will keep your money secure and all that, like I wouldn't do that shit.
No,
Like fuck no, dude. I don't even trust my
but
bank. Are you
but
serious? I don't trust my dude. They've been debanking people.
there's a
RBC
reason I
just
don't have auto deposit for a reason.
well, no, RBC just debanked one of, you probably haven't heard of this, but the Tamara Lich trial with the Canadian truckers, it's been going through like their mischief trial, the longest mischief trial in Canada's history, has been going off, and one of the lawyers for the convoy side had her assets frozen by RBC. They sent her a letter. Like, she was trying to, like, buy some Bitcoin or, like, get some money out, and they kept asking her these questions, and she's like, "Why are you questioning me on this? I can do whatever the fuck I want with my money. So fulfill my request." And they're like, "Oh, no, we have to know this for security purposes," and yada, 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 and she's like, "Fuck off." Like, what? And then they just froze her assets.
Yeah, that's not right. I see it as more of like, it's weird. Her lawyer must be doing it because he's trying to help her not incriminate herself in any way.
What do you mean?
Well, you said it was a lawyer for the convoy side, right?
Yeah, it's this
Rose who? Tamara's fucking assets?
yeah, Eva Chipyuk. She posted a copy of a letter with a subject line "Termination of Banking Relationship" on LinkedIn, which she said was sent to her by RBC, where she said she had an account for about 5 years. She said that in an interview that the letter that let her know the bank was severing their relationship with her, also known as being debanked, followed 2 transactions with cryptocurrency platform ShakePay Inc. After careful consideration, we regretfully advise you that the recent activity in your account is outside of RBC's client risk appetite. Consequently, we are no longer in a position to continue our banking relationship with you.
Yeah, that's the problem with banks is that they don't like taking risk. Any risk at all, at any point in time.
She just bought some Bitcoin. She didn't buy the whole fucking exchange.
No, but they can basically just say, "Oh, this is a risk. We don't like this. Bye-bye." Like, they just have the power to do that.
Well, no, but I'm just like I'm bringing this up as a point to make because like they got the bank accounts frozen during the Freedom Convoy, and
Mhm.
banks just acted on the state's behalf. It's like, yeah, I don't even trust my fucking bank.
Yeah.
Like I am of the mind that I'm now like starting to consider like should I like invest in different assets instead of just having my money lying there, or should I find other
I'm
financial
stuffing money in the
institutions?
mattress.
Well, no, but like I mean, like for fuck's sake, like what I get pennies on the dollar from interest. Like, oh great, it's just lying there, sitting there. Like, why don't I just I don't know have it in some other place where I know I'm not going to get debanked? Like that's a problem. Like PayPal keeps kicking people off its platform and all these other things. Like what? Okay, so what? We have to set up our own financial institution now? Like what the fuck? Fuck these people.
Well, that was the whole point of Bitcoin. They'll give me my money and I'm gone.
Yeah, dude, you can't even own fucking cryptocurrency in Canada without like from the big exchanges without giving the government your information because they tax that.
I like how Bitcoin is like owning a gun. That makes sense.
Yeah, that I don't like. What right do you have to know that I have fucking digital assets? Like what? Fuck off. How is that any of your fucking business? I thought this is what Bitcoin was all about. You know, some of the people I've talked to in the crypto space, like they, you know, they talk about, oh, the government regulations. Like, you guys signed up for this. What do you mean? You're playing ball with them. Like, is there no group of authority that's trying to be like, hey, how's about the government gets its fucking hands off? What right do they have? What
Yeah.
you get to know how much fucking cryptocurrency I have? Get fucked. The whole point of crypto is for nobody to know. Are you kidding me? It's like one
Yeah,
of
but
the
the
last
argument will
bastions of
be,
freedom.
"Oh, the criminal landscape."
Oh, you mean just like how the criminal landscape doesn't use traditional paper money? Like what the like what are we talking
Yeah.
about?
No, I know. I
Dude.
know.
Well, okay, but here's the funniest thing. There was a scandal. What was it? I think it was TD Bank. TD Bank cartel story. There was a scandal where TD Bank laundered more than $470 million in drug proceeds. They were hit with a $3 billion fine by the US government. The fine includes a $1.3 billion penalty that will be paid to US Treasury Department's Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. Yeah, they fined TD Bank. And they're not the only ones. I bet if I just
Jesus.
switch it with RBC, oh, look at that. RBC handed 7.4 million penalty from Financial Intelligence Agency. What, so these people can fucking help them deal with dark money, but I can't own some fucking crypto without them knowing? Fuck off. What? You literally facilitated cartel activity, and now you're telling me I'm the problem? Fuck right off.
You're too
Dude,
risky. You
eat
deal
a
with the cartel.
eat a big bag of dicks. Are you serious? You're telling me that you don't know who your high rollers are? Are you like what?
Mm,
If I was taking millions of someone's money, I would have questions about where that money comes from. But I guess when you're at that level, they're not incentivized to ask questions, and they would just much rather take your money, which I
mm,
understand.
yeah.
I'm not being an idealist about this. This is how the world works. If you have enough money, you can basically do whatever the fuck you want. You know, you'll get the red carpet treatment in certain areas. I get it. I'm not stupid to it. But it's just funny how like that's okay, right? Like we only heard about this now. This story came out in 2023. How long have they been doing this for? how long has TD Bank been doing this for? Because that story came out in 2024. These stories are only 2 years old. These banks have been around for how long?
Cool.
Since fucking 1955. What about RBC Bank? There's no Wikipedia? Come on. There you go. 1864. Okay, so, like, what are we doing here? Like,
1864? What are they
Bro.
laundering for Capone? The hell?
Capone was in the 1900s, but
No, I know.
they probably were laundering for Capone back then.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You're right. I clowned you there, but you're right. You're absolutely right.
I'm sorry, I don't know any criminals from the late 1800s, like off the
You
top
know
of my
what?
head.
You know what? That's fair. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me. You're right. I don't know of any either. I don't know why I was stunting on you. I don't know.
You said 1955 for the other bank, and I was like, "Fuck, that's too late."
That's too late. But yeah, no, it's okay if they do it. But God forbid I want to fucking I want a Bitcoin because you guys keep fucking paying for migrants' hotels. Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Uh,
Yes, sir. I would like more interest rates.
and printing
I would
money.
like a higher interest rate.
Jesus Christ, dude, what a joke! You know, like that's a fucking meme, and there's a good YouTube video of someone doing that. I think it's hold on. I hope the music isn't copyrighted. It probably is. Oh, here it is. Oh, I gotta mute the music. God damn it. Oh, it's great. Oh wait, hold on, wait. I forgot. I can mute it on the stream. We can listen to it.
Yeah.
Caramel dancing, man. That's a hit. Ooh, 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 oh.
When we were bopping to it in the car, when you guys are here.
Oh man, that was
Fuck.
awesome. We were blaring.
I thought about that the other day, and I was like, that was a good moment.
That was a great moment, man. We were just, dude, putting like you can't. It's one of those songs that you can't be mad at. You just can't. You get caught up in the cheer and the whimsy of the moment, and you're just like, man, this is great. I like this. For a little moment, I like this. This is nice. I can tolerate this. Just this amount of like positive cheer. That's why I hate musicals. They go on for hours and it's just too much happiness. I just can't.
Too much happiness.
Too much happiness. I can't. Maybe it's the Russian in me. I can't.
You,
I can't.
You want to hear something funny? I saw a meme earlier today that said, "Oh, they say I'm struggling with depression. Well, I think I'm pretty fucking good at it, if I do say so myself."
But yeah, like
too much happiness. I love it. It's like when I show you about the music I like. You're like, dude, this is just way too happy for me.
I just can't. I can't. Like, at some point, I got a question of like, why are you so happy? Why are you so fucking happy, dude?
No, I gotta listen to the happy shit to drown out the demons.
That's right. That's right. But yeah, it's just it's weird. Like, why was she slapped with it? And some people like they I think she released the call that she had with RBC about it on Instagram, and a bunch of people in the comments they were saying like, I think she's since taking it down, or I just can't find it. But she was saying like they were commenting on the call, being like, "Oh, there's no wonder like you got debanked for being like so aggressive." And it's like, what? Unless you were literally threatening to firebomb them,
Yeah.
what reason would they have to remove you? Okay, sorry, you're being really rude, miss, and I refuse to talk to you until you've calmed down. Click. Like, that's all you have to do. What do you mean? Why would they go so far as debanking or what? How rude do you have to be to get debanked? Do you have to like be like, I know where you fucking live, and I hope you're,
Yeah.
I hope your baby's a stillborn. Like, I don't, like what?
Jesus.
What's what I mean? Like, what's the worst thing that someone could say to get debanked?
Look, here's the thing. If we're being honest, though, we've seen those signs everywhere now, right? You must have seen them. They're all over the fucking place.
Signs?
Little signs that say, like something along the lines of like, disrespect to employees will not be
Yeah,
tolerated and all this. Man, we are soft, bro. We are so soft.
No,
You
it's
could
not
tell
even.
somebody, you could just try to correct a bank teller, and they probably like, okay, we're closing your account. Like, we're freezing your assets. You're done.
And I've seen those signs, especially on like the and that actually reminds me, the TTC, the Toronto Transit Commission, our public transportation system,
Yeah.
they have. I just remembered how crazy this is because this didn't used to be a thing when I was growing up. They have a shield now that they sit behind, and it's the strangest thing ever because before, like, they they didn't, and it was just an open cabin and you could just walk
Yeah.
by. But I guess they had enough assaults where they were like, all right, we need to deal with this somehow. But now I've realized that's like that's such a weird disconnect to have to have with your bus driver. Like they're just sitting behind a
In a box.
barrier. Yeah, like in a
Yeah.
cubicle.
You know how
And
I see it? It's
like,
a fucking spit shield.
well, no, that like
Like,
it is 100%, and I totally get why they would put that in, but it's like you're not. That's a solution to a problem that actually isn't the main problem that should be focused on. It's more like, why are we not
of course.
kicking these people out? Like, in my opinion, bro, every bus driver should be taught in like basic hand-to-hand combat.
Oh yeah.
I'm not, no joke of a
Those
word, but I'm
nighttime
not even,
runs through downtown.
bro,
Ooh.
bro. Are you kidding me? And you don't even have to like get like a psycho or someone that's like drugged out of their fucking mind. You could just run into a guy that's having a bad day and is drunk.
Just a group of hooligans. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, no, they should be outfitted with fucking like bear spray, fucking taser, whatever. Like they should be like treated as like, look, you're driving a bus, you got to be able to handle the shit on your bus. The amount of times I've been on a bus and they're either like yelling, like kids are just yelling or fucking just going ape shit or just people doing random stuff. I'm like, bro, this is exactly why the bus drivers need like security training. They need to have the authority to like physically go up to someone and remove them from the bus, put them in a fucking chokehold if you have to, and get them off the fucking bus.
mhm.
Absolutely. The amount of times that I've seen that happen where just the crackhead comes on and where everyone is just sitting there like just captivated by the moment. We're just looking at it, but nobody's doing anything. Like, fuck, man. At that point, you pull over. And you're like, all right, man, I'm gonna give you the count of 3. You're either out or I'm taking you out, and then that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's simple as. I don't like what we need that kind of enforcement.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, first of all, welcome to the club. Thanks for jumping over to the other side. It's good to have
What
you.
do you mean? I've always been here. What do you mean?
No, you weren't.
What do
Don't you
you
fuck with me.
mean?
Don't you fuck with me.
Look, I don't like unnecessary violence, but if you're talking
When we
about
first met, you would have been like, "Why can't you talk to him?"
okay, all
I'm
right, I
fucking
was
with
a
you.
I was a lip cuck for a bit. All right, I
I'm
get it.
fucking with
I was a lip cuck for a bit. I was. I'll give you that. That's fair.
No, but
Yeah.
this is also like this mirrors the gun argument. It's the same thing. It's like people will be less inclined to run around committing gun crimes if other people have guns. I remember there was
Yeah,
a fucking
yeah.
story in it was in like Texas.
Oh, the guy had like a point, like a fucking a shot
The,
across a room, and he just fucking nailed him every
no,
shot, dead center.
this guy tried to rob a gun store. Like this guy wasn't very smart in the first place. From the story I remember, this guy tried to rob a gun store, and he had to pass by a patrol vehicle, a marked patrol vehicle, to do it. There was a cop in the store, but like 4 guys whipped out their EDCs and fucking killed him. It's that same thing, that same argument that the police chief made, who's like, if somebody tries to break into your home, you have every right to shoot them. In fact, we
Oh,
prefer you do. It's less paperwork for us.
well, this is the infamous
We
incident that
need
I'm
we need
thinking of.
physical deterrence. Like you said, training the OC transport drivers or the public transit drivers. They should absolutely know how to defend themselves at the very least.
Well, look at this. It's like what like this guy took it upon himself, got the gun away. Why isn't she should be hopping over the fucking counter? What the fuck? That's crazy.
Should have taken that gun, thrown it behind the counter, and joined the other guy. And there you go.
Oh
Get him.
yeah, yeah. No, you're
Where you going?
going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. You're going down. Yeah, and someone's sitting on your chest the whole fucking time. You're goddamn fucking right. Insane.
Yeah, it's not advocating for violence. It's just a deterrent. You need that deterrent in the back of your mind that says, I can't go around and fuck with these people because odds are, and this is also an issue that, funny enough, circles back around to having cameras everywhere. We used to just beat the hell out of each other
Oh yeah.
when
Yeah,
we had a
dude.
disagreement.
Yeah,
Like,
growing up, I thought like fights would be a bigger part of my life just from the media I consumed and everything. I was like, okay, well, I guess you just got to be ready to pop off as a man. And then I'm like, I've never been in a fight. Literally, maybe once in like middle school or something, but it doesn't count. It's not like a random encounter on the street. But
yeah.
back then, yeah, I bet that was just like a somebody disrespects your honor. Yeah, fucking fisticuffs, put them up.
But no, a crackhead comes on and threatens your child, and yeah, somebody else steps up and goes, absolutely fucking not, and pins this guy to the ground. That's how it went down. Where now it's, oh, it was too much force. Look at the camera footage. We can see everything and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, the story should be guy who's tweaked out on drugs, who has a criminal record and so on and so forth, got on a train, threatened passengers, and a good Samaritan managed to subdue him. Like,
Yeah, Daniel Penny.
it's
That's
unfortunate. Yeah, like we've been through this story already.
that's the infamous case of bro, fucking Google images, come on. This fucking Greek Adonis right here. Look at that guy. Unbelievable. Oh, here he is with Trump. That's jokes.
There you go.
Yeah, people were clowning him, or not clowning him, but like all this drama around the trial, and then you read the story and you realize that there was this guy was just drugged out, or I don't know, having a psychotic episode, and he came up to a woman with a child at one point and started threatening them. And that's basically when he acted. He's like, "Fuck this shit. I'm not taking this sitting down. I'm gonna do something." And God knows what that guy would have done. It's fucking New York, man. Like that guy could be
And
capable of
this is,
anything.
yeah, but see, the whole thing about Daniel Penny is exactly why people don't take action, right?
Right. Back to the phone thing.
Like you were
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
you're on the train, you see a guy get on, and nobody's just doing anything about it. We all just hope he's gonna, get off wherever he thinks he's getting off at and not disturb anybody. And it's like, no, nobody's gonna do anything about it. It's like that. I saw a video where a guy gets on the train, he starts like beating this woman. He like grabs her hair and just starts like wailing on her, and it happens for like a good, I'm gonna say like a minute and a half. Just the video going on. He's just beating the hell out of her until finally somebody decides to step in. It's like, why did it take so long? What were you waiting for? You know what you're waiting for? Somebody else to be the sacrificial lamb. That, oh, if this goes sideways, if something happens, I'm going to be plastered all over the news as, a killer or a racist or a bigot of some kind. I'm like, why are there so many little flies around here?
Yeah, you're concerned about the label. There was this one incident where I'm trying to
You're concerned
find.
of getting plastered all over the internet as being like slandered in some form or fashion, or even just having your life exposed, like we were saying before. Like, not everybody wants to step into the limelight, and especially when it revolves around, you know, a serious case like this, something traumatic that happened to you.
Yeah, there's an incident I'm trying to find of a guy smoking on the TTC. Uh, literally just pulled out like a fucking like a joint or a blunt, and it's like fucking like, dude,
Yeah, I think I've seen that video.
you absolutely out of your fucking mind? Let's see if I can find it.
I saw a video recently of somebody who traveled to, I don't know if it was Korea or Japan, and they were on the ski slopes, and
Oh
they started,
yeah,
one of them
yeah,
started
yeah.
smoking, and a guy came around, a local, and he starts going, "No smoking! You can't smoke here. Very disrespectful. Smoke in public," and so on and so forth. It's like, whoa, why did this have to get as crazy as it did?
No, that's fair. No, I
Like, you
I
should
get
know,
that.
sure.
Yeah.
Like, no, yeah, but he was freaking out a little too much. Like,
No,
I get it,
dude,
it's
that's
disrespectful
how
and so on. You should know beforehand, but
I'd rather have that. I'd rather like, and he's not being a Karen in the sense that like, because
yeah,
Karens will go to the extent of like calling the police or like
yeah, yeah,
getting
yeah.
some higher authority involved, or they'll get like they'll start shrieking and whatnot. Like the guy was just, he's being vocal about it, but he wasn't like, oh my god, I'm gonna get the manager. I'm gonna like, he doesn't go to that
Yeah, yeah.
extent. It's between him and the person, which while I
No,
get is
that's
like,
fair.
it's annoying, but it's just happening in that one microcosm. It doesn't go any further than that, and the woman obeys and so on and so forth.
Well, not only that, it
But
goes back to
yeah,
the idea I've had before about like public shaming, right? Like, he's
well,
being
that's
very
it.
vocal about it. He's getting everybody else's attention. She will never forget this moment. She will never smoke in public around there ever again. Yeah, I get it. Hard lesson learned.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
yeah, it's
that's the
this
one.
one. Fine. I'm fine with that. As long as it keeps the smokers from not doing that kind of shit. I'm good. I also forgot to fucking unmute the stream when I played that. God damn it. Um
You guys get visuals only. Use your
I would
imaginations.
I would much rather have that than this. Okay, this is a little retarded. Just go over and actually do something.
Just smack it out of his hand.
Yeah, just I don't.
Get into a fight. Fuck it.
Yeah, like this just goes on for too long.
This is a yelling match.
Yeah, the whole time. The guy's clearly drunk or whatever. Yeah, no. Look. It You want to have a polite public space, you got to enforce that shit. There's no other way around it. It's one or the other. You want to have you want to either have niceties or the other shit.
Yeah. You got to pick the one that makes sense, and the one that makes sense is the one that enforces like social norms. When you get
Yeah,
on the bus, a social norm should be do not fuck with the bus driver. That seems pretty, you know, pretty standard.
dude, it was like right up until I think it happened around like COVID time when they put up the shields, and it was just the weirdest thing because I was like, I don't like
That was
I
probably more of a COVID-based thing than anything else.
yeah, and I guess it just like stayed because they realized there was that benefit, but
Yeah, they
it's
probably realized, oh
strange.
wow, our drivers aren't being assaulted as much. That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the common thread here is that like anything that kind of removes us from our own humanity, it's not good. There's some positives that we get from it, but ultimately it's just distancing ourselves from the reality. It's kind of weird how we like segment our lives like that. And in some ways it's useful, but like in a lot of other ways it actually just gets in the way.
Yeah,
Like how like you can't
you
you can't
nailed it.
really you can't really like walk into a business anymore and just hand in a resume and have a good handshake and look them in the eyes and get the job.
Well, that's the funny thing though is
Dude.
I did.
Dude, if you did that with like most of the businesses these days, bro, if I walked into a
Oh
bank
god.
right now and was like, "Here's my resume," bro, they'd fucking laugh at me. Are you serious? Like what?
That's going straight to the shredder. They're making
Yeah,
paper airplanes out of that bitch.
fucking instant. They're not even
They're gonna put it
wasting.
on the fridge and laugh at it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good luck getting a fucking job like that these days. Jesus.
Everyone tells you, no, you have to apply to the online portal. Everyone's got an online portal for their hiring process.
And it's the worst because like part of me is like, what are you like the amount of times I applied to Starbucks and all these other places, like, what are you doing with my data? What are you doing with that information? Are you dumping it appropriately? Because I don't want that stuff just out there floating in a form. And then one day your guy just forgets his password and someone else finds it on a sticky note. Like I don't feel comfortable like that. I have to give you my address, my full name, like my date of birth. Like what the fuck? Fuck you. That's ridiculous.
I'm not even worried about the information thing as much as I'm worried about who's actually looking at the damn thing. Because you send that information into the portal and you're like, okay, off to the ether with you, I guess. I
Yeah, then
hope
you get
somebody takes a look at it, I suppose. But when you walk into a place and you meet somebody, like, first of all, you get to make a first impression. That's kind of big, you know?
that's huge.
Are you clean? Are you decently
Are you
dressed?
clean?
Are you making eye contact? You know? Do you have a tattoo of a swastika on your right cheek? I don't fucking know. Like,
These are important things.
the last job I got just walking in and handing in a resume was in 2017.
The last job I got like that was I think around then too, because what? So in uni, I would that would have been I think fourth or third year for me, because the vape shop was probably the last gig that I actually had in Ottawa. Yeah, that must have been it, and that was just because we got handed off from the old owners to the new ones. Yeah, yeah, it was around that time, and that was great.
Yeah.
I like that because I knew the people at the shop, and I was like, oh, these seem like decent people. And then I realized the owner was a fucking absolute, like, not even in the funny sense, just like an actual, like, misogynist and absolutely filthy person of like a character. I did not realize like the depths of his depravity because I was always treated as a customer, and then I had to work for him, and I was like, Jesus Christ, dude, you got problems. You would make fucking construction workers blush. Like,
Oh shit! I
like,
just remembered who you were talking about.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, fucking Senor Gustavo.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, that guy was on another level. I mean, okay, like he wasn't like talking about sexually assaulting women or anything like that, but just yeah, he was really inappropriate with a lot of things that he did. Um, but yeah, that must have been the last job because ever since then, yeah, it's just online applications. I
Yeah.
didn't even like for my current day job, I didn't even meet the person. It was all online, like through Zoom. Like she works from home. It was like the weirdest thing ever. Like,
That's how I had my interview for UPS. UPS freaking gave me the interview because I was or was it UPS?
no, it was
No, it was Cisco.
Cisco. Yeah, Cisco because they called me for
When
a
I applied for
reference.
Cisco,
Yeah.
yeah, they first of all, reference for
Yo,
that job
that
is
was funny.
wild.
That was funny. That was funny.
Well, not on.
When I did the reference call, I gassed you up so goddamn hard.
they
Oh
were
my god.
they were sorely disappointed.
Yeah, look, big tip for everyone listening. If you ever need a reference, ask your friends to just lie. Just ask them to lie out their ass. It works every fucking time.
How
Cuz it's
hard
yeah.
did you butter that fucking?
Oh, dude, I was like, yeah, it's not that he just shows up on time. He shows up early. He shows up early. He'll be the last guy to leave. I've never met a more trusting person in my life. Like, dude, fucking everything. I gave her everything.
Jesus.
I gave her. I like, is it at one point I was like, I feel like I'm over my skis, but then I was like, well, I'm probably
I'm
never gonna
diving
talk.
head in.
Well, I'm not gonna talk to this person ever in my life, and you're going all in to like at least get a just any work right now. So I was like, well, fuck it. I'll go balls to the wall with it.
That's a real friend right there.
Yeah, that was
But yeah,
funny.
no, I had my interview over Zoom at midnight because I was getting the graveyard shift. Yeah, so I was applying for the night shift,
Oh
and
my
they wanted
god.
to set up the interview to make sure that I could handle just being awake.
Okay, I can guess that makes sense.
It makes sense, but still, it's kind of wild. Like
Yeah.
Zoom interview at midnight.
Yeah. It's a little strange. Yeah, I can't imagine like finding a job now for people that are just like starting out or they just want something like a summer gig or whatever the hell. I mean, honestly, like it seems far fetched, but at this point, like teenagers and all those people in the younger age groups, they might just be better off like making something or selling something instead of looking for a job like that. Like, I mean, dude, at McDonald's, I don't remember the last time I saw anybody under the age of 20. I
Really?
legitimately do not remember the last time I saw like a teenager working a counter or just like any place. They're
Oh,
always
yeah,
like,
I get what you're saying. Like somebody like still green in the gills,
yeah, just a teenager working a
behind the
summer
ears.
job. Yeah, like
Mm.
unless it's like a farm fair and they there's a small town nearby and they work at the farm with their family or what. Like, I genuinely don't remember the last time that I was serviced by anyone under the age of like 22, 23, around there.
Where's the skinny white kid with acne and Coke bottle glasses?
Yeah, like that's all gone out. I mean, dude, Ontario has the highest unemployment rate in all of the provinces in Canada. And I think youth unemployment rate as well. Like
Yeah,
it's pretty high. It's pretty high.
yeah,
I think there was a
we
story
do have the
recently
lowest youth rate, unemployment rate.
about the C&E. Let me see if I can find a news story about it. Yeah, record turnout expected.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, that was going to be my answer to like how do people get jobs? They show up to these. I went to the job fair uh, here at the hospital, and the amount of people, man, was insane. And most of these tables, they had like tables with representatives from each of the like subsequent factions in the hospital. So you had like security, you had sanitation, you had groundskeepers and sterilizer techs, all these representatives for all these different jobs. And all they were basically doing was just taking your resume and putting it in a stack. They
Yep.
wouldn't even really talk to you.
Yep.
And I saw other people, they would just go table to table to table, just put down their resumes and then fuck off. It's like, no,
Yep.
I actually stick around and like talk to these people a bit, and trying to give that old school first impression kind of thing. Be like, maybe if I stick out a little bit. And it's like, no, your resume goes in the stack with everybody else. And some of the people that I talked to actually seemed like they didn't really care for talking with me.
Yeah, the only time I went to a job fair was in uni and it was like one that was held in the engineering building, but it wasn't for engineers. It was basically just for everyone. And the only things that they had were like the big players, the grocery chains, the Home Depots, the Best Buys, like whatever, like all those, and then I think some through like internships with some specific like faculties that I wasn't a part of, so I couldn't really apply. But beyond that, it was like a sad sight. I was like, man, I was hoping there'd be like some independent businesses here that would be hiring. Like at the least, like you don't need to have a representative sent from each business, but just have them like get in touch with them. There's a business fucking what's it called? It's a BIA. What does it stand for? Business improvement area, right? Um, they exist in just about every major city in Canada. You would have thought that, like, for the job fair, they would have called the BIA and been like, "Hey, you're in contact with all the businesses of your area. Could you just send out like a mass email to find out which ones are hiring? so that at the least we could just like have a table set up with images of their shop and their expectations and who they're looking for and all that. Like that's not too hard. Like the person at the BIA would have a contact. That's what they're paid for. They would have a contact list of all these businesses that they're supposed to help. You would have thought that they would have posted something like that, but no, you actually have to walk around them or go inside, and it's such a consuming thing. Like, man, looking for a job when you're coming out of high school is just fucking hell. I My mom just kept saying, "Oh yeah, you just got
Honest,
to go to these places and like walk in." And I go into Starbucks and they're like, "Oh, go online." Like, fuck off, dude. I got so frustrated I had to make my own job. I was raking leaves and cutting lawns for money. I was like, "Fuck this shit, man. I don't want to work at McDonald's. I want to work for myself. Fuck these people."
yeah. Yeah, well, honestly, I think the biggest piece of advice I'd give is just if you see anybody working on the street, just start asking about the job. Literally anybody, window washers, painters, construction workers, anybody.
Yeah, that too, because
'Cause that's how I started.
yeah.
That's how I pretty much got my first job. I just stopped by and was like, "Hey, I know how to do this stuff. I can start Monday."
Yeah, because the managers are also they're gonna try to sell you on the job. They want to tell you an idea of it, and you're kind of hoping that they have your interests in mind and that they're not bullshitting you. And then you get into the job, and then that's it. Like when I got into washing dishes, I didn't realize, oh, that also meant taking out the garbage. That also means dumping the oil. That also means this. That also means that, and all these other things that just came along with the job. And at that point, you're in too deep, and you're like, well, I've already been here a week. Nobody else is hiring, so I guess I'll stick with it and see what happens.
Embrace the suck.
Yeah,
Welcome to the job market.
yeah. It's weird. Even when I was doing sales and I thought like I had enough experience to shop around other places, um, that whole process was weird too. Because just about every interview that I did with like all these startups, um, I don't know, it was just it's very weird. It was very corporate. Like they'd always be like super polite, but at the end of the day, like they hold the reins as to whether or not you get the job or not. There's
Mm.
just all this weird tension. I never like that. I don't appreciate being judged like that by that person. It's like, oh, if I don't use the right words and I don't present myself in this careful, concocted way, if I don't use the proper language, they won't take me. Like, okay, great. Like, I'm not looking to
Well,
climb the ladder, man. I just want to pay rent.
that's the thing. It creates this terrible dynamic between employees and management, right? Because it's like even today, the discussion I had with my manager, like I thought about, okay, how am I going to present this? What am I going to do? I held off on buying boots for myself and walked around in these absolutely abysmal pieces of shit just to make a point and be like, look how fucking poor I am. It's like why am I making this a theater piece? Just to prove to you it's like, a raise would be nice. No, I deserve a raise. I deserve to be making more for the work that I'm doing. But instead, I'm like half afraid of the man.
Yeah, that's a very odd position to be put in. Where like sometimes those people they just look like the laziest and most incompetent of fucks. Like nothing is worse than having an overbearing manager that is also incompetent. That just
Yes.
is just a silly goof. It's like I can't even take you seriously or your threats because they actually mean nothing. But we're stuck with each other. So
Yep. I know exactly what you mean. The best. I always found the best managers are the ones that actually get into it with you.
oh yeah.
Like my manager at one of the golf courses I worked at, he was freaking awesome. We would be doing something as simple as laying down gravel on the cart paths to even them out and so on after like a big rain or whatnot. And he was right there with us with rake in hand. And I'm like, I can respect this man. He's out here doing it with us. He could be riding around on the friggin' lawnmower right now, and honestly, there were times that he took his superintendent position and decided to ride around on a lawnmower all day, and that's fine. That's his prerogative. But out there, he was with us half the time, doing the big projects. I couldn't stand managers that just never showed. Amazon was the worst.
Oh yeah, you're
Like I
so
was thinking,
disconnected.
I was thinking about the other course I was at where our manager or the superintendent, he'd show up like maybe twice a week, and sometimes for like half a day. But no, even I had respect for that man. But the the Amazon disconnect was wild. I didn't know who my manager was for 8 months. 8 months, and I never met the man. And the only reason I knew he existed was because of the in-house app Amazon uses for its employees, where on your profile it tells you who your manager is. Because we're sent all over the place. Like every day, you could end up on a different floor, just a different section. So you'd think, oh, managers would change, right? It's like, nope, this is your manager. I hadn't met this guy for months, and all of a sudden he showed up. I was like, oh, wow, look who it is. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, just a little bit. Sorry, I'm just getting a drink. Yeah, the nature of work in that way, it's kind of weird how it can become this like large and encompassing aspect of your life, but there's actually not really a lot like not really much of a conversation in terms of I don't know the quality of work or what jobs you should pursue or any of that. You're just kind of expected to figure it out on your own, which I understand. That's a part of growing up. But you would think that like in school they would teach you like if we're seeing school as like the indoctrination into the 9 to 5 because that's basically what it is. That's what I've come to see it as. You got your lunch at a certain time, you got your periods, you got your set work objectives you got to check off in a fucking box. You get a grade. There's all this feedback. There's a social aspect to it, but you're supposed to be focused on work and all that. Um, you would think that in a part of that, they would kind of like help inform you of your rights as a worker. Like I remember I had to take a class in college. When I
Hmm.
when I when I did a semester at George Brown, it was talking about like your rights as a worker and like health and safety and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
And it was like part of a certificate that we had to finish. And I was like, that's very. Why am I learning this in my mid 20s? What are we why is this not something that was brought up initially? How to stand up for yourself or how to ask for a proper wage or how to negotiate or any of these things, which, okay, I guess like you would hope that your family, your friends, your social setting would provide you with all that information and guidance. But you would think that if your purpose is to pump out as many workers as possible in that system, that's the ultimate goal, right? And create a society that can read and write and do math and all these other things. Wouldn't wouldn't you want the people to know of their rights and their capabilities and like what they're responsible for when working and how to go
and
about
how to protect
balancing work
themselves.
life? Yeah, like anything about the dynamic of work that is learned about like while you're on the job. A lot of those things can be learned before you actually do the job. Like the amount of times that I've worked for like legitimately abusive people that just wouldn't pay me. And I was like, well, I guess this is it. I can't do anything because they owe me money and I got to stick around with them. Like, I had plenty of that starting out. And I was like, man, I wish I got some advice from people. Or I wish I had some guidance or I knew what to do in that situation. Like, I didn't know about the labor board until years later.
Yeah, well, funny enough, when I was applying for that Cisco job, I was also asked about the workers' rights. In the interview, he actually asked me that. He goes, "Do you know your rights?"
Oh,
Embarrassingly, I only remember two of them. They're the bigger ones, but
Your right to
still,
refuse work.
the right to refuse and the right to know, the right to know the dangers and risks and so on, and also be um, supplied like the appropriate equipment and so on to safely do the job.
Yeah.
And the only reason I knew them when I was young and actually had to use one of these rights was because of my dad being in the trades.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say, like, nobody's doing this in an office cubicle.
No,
Like, your right to refuse work, yeah.
yeah, your right to refuse is definitely coming from that that stock option you had to write up on, like hundred
No,
percent.
it's coming up from those people that are literally
No,
threatening their
I may
lives.
get a paper cut.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, absolutely. That's exactly where it comes from
and
because
if
there's
I didn't
risk.
know about that right, I would have never had the balls at the time to refuse the work I was doing. And I probably would have continued to do it, and I may or may not have gotten hurt. But thankfully, I didn't take that risk.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess you wouldn't really be surprised, like, yeah, to know that. Well, just to think about the fact, like, how many people are at work that are just so timid towards their work relationship, where they just don't know how to stand their ground or defend themselves. Like, realistically, when I had that incident with that bartender when he was high on coke that I mentioned before,
Mhm.
like, if I had any self awareness in that moment, I would have been like, "Oh, I'm out of here. Like, you guys don't have my back on this. You're telling me that I have to work alongside shifts with him, and you're not gonna do anything because he was at the time not a worker. He was a customer technically. Like, that's how you're going about this? Oh, okay. Fuck you guys. I'm out of here. What? Like, fuck this shit. What? Are you serious? I should have left that place that moment. Should have been like, wait, hold on. You guys are a family establishment, and you treat us all like family, but this is how you treat your family members? You don't defend them? Okay. All right. I know where you stand. I'm out of here then. Like, fuck this. I'll find another job. I'll cook elsewhere. Are you kidding me? You're letting him stay on after that? Fuck right off. That's a fireable offense. I don't give a shit. Oh, you could do with lawsuit. What lawsuit? What are you talking about? Fuck that. Fuck that and fuck him. Are you like unbelievable? The fact that they actually said that to me and I just sat there and I took it. That's even more incredible.
Yeah, that's what that relationship breeds. And then on
Yeah.
top of that, just the
Yeah.
general ignorance that we all start out with.
Yeah, just think about like all those times where you did something you're uncomfortable with and you're like, huh, this is weird. Like I really shouldn't be doing. Or better yet, remember that I told you about this. Remember that time I was working for that pizza place and they had us help shut down the cottage of that one guy.
Yes.
Unbelievable. I can't believe I took on that fucking work. I needed money, but Jesus Christ, dude. I could have spent that day just happily inside and maybe felt bad about it, but then I would have found money elsewhere. That was not worth the effort. Fucking
Well, the money
Christ.
wasn't even worth it because they shafted you.
Yeah, well, because like once again, that worker blindness. Oh, I'll take whatever's coming to me. Because one of our guys, you remember him, is a
Yeah.
little desperate with the finances there because of whatever life he was leading. Um, and because of that, they're like, no, we'll just take the money. And I tried to tell them, I'm like, hey guys, like, if we didn't agree to a set price per hour, they're just gonna give us whatever the fuck because the job's done now. So unless we come to a collective agreement right here and now, they're just gonna shaft us. And they didn't have any of it. And I was like, okay, watch what happens. And then lo and behold, that guy, when collecting his money, he's pissed off. And I'm like, yeah, what the fuck did you think was gonna happen? Take your money and get the fuck out of here. That's all you can do at this point. Just take your money and walk, man. Like, what? You're not gonna take the money, so that whole day was wasted? Fuck off. Oh man, I can't believe that actually happened. They fucking shafted us. A bunch of kids too, like by adults. How do you sleep at night, man? Doing that? I don't. That's so greasy. I don't get it.
Mm.
It's so weird.
It's just a level of dishonesty that we don't empathize with.
Yeah, it's like it's like one of those things where like that person is so far out of your frame of understanding of people that you can't help but just be like, wow, that really like you're really that much of a piece of shit, huh?
Yeah, well, from the stories you've told me, that industry doesn't exactly breed, Man of the Year awards.
Man, all those years of working all those shit jobs, yeah, I found few people that I actually like looked up to and respected. It wasn't up until like I think I got into like my mid to late 20s that I actually started working with decent people. That's not to say like every coworker was a piece of shit. No, it was just management mostly.
You ever worked with me, you fucking suck.
You fucking No, I got lucky with some people. I had some characters that were interesting.
Mm.
Trying to think of the funniest one. The funniest one must have been bartender by the name of Lenny. Fucking legend. I loved Lenny. Lenny was great. Nicest guy ever. Fucking beard to his belly button. Uh he told me this one story when he was traveling in like Southeast Asia where this guy was selling hash in like a not like basically a fucking I don't know by the handfuls. And he was like, if you get me some jeans, some Levi's American jeans, I will trade you this. So he went on a hunt and got like two fucking grocery bags worth of jeans and traded the
Jeez.
guy for the hash. Oh, Lenny. Lenny was cool.
Sounds like a cool guy.
And I'm trying to think
I'm
who's the
trying.
who's the most interesting.
I'm trying to find that Ugandan guy that I worked with. He's on YouTube.
Oh, the rapper. Oh
He
yeah, I
was
remember.
he was a character. He was awesome, and his English was just perfectly broken enough to be funny. Come on.
I mean, I've worked with characters, but they're just sad. A lot of them. Just sad lives. Oh no, I remember one actually at that same bar where Lenny worked. Jordan, who at one point got caught in a potential political scandal where he worked for some kind of party for the government of Canada. I forget which party it was in which election, so I have no clue. But he ended up at one of their fundraiser dinners, and he was at his party's opposition, so he was at the enemy camp. And at that hotel where they were having that reception, in one of those big halls, there was a big binder full of their media tactics and strategy and whatnot for the campaign. For some reason, they just left it there. And so what he did was he and his friends took the binder, made a call to somebody from their own party, letting them know they had this information. Then some guy just drove up in the middle of the night to meet them at the payphone. They exchanged the information and they never saw the guy again. Oh, that was fucking crazy when he told me that. That's insane. Dude,
Oh,
that's some secret spy shit right there.
dude. I found the guy I worked with. His name is OT Nature.
Oh yes, OT Nature. Is he still active?
The last thing he posted was a year ago.
No way. This guy's still on one. What's his most popular video? He's got a music
He
video?
sang
Hell
he
yeah.
sang 613 for us.
Wait, I'm sorry. Hold on. First of all, there's no way I'm gonna get copyright struck over this. I don't think. Or actually,
I don't think so. I'm sure he'd be very
you know what?
happy
That's
if people
true.
saw him.
Yeah. You know what? Just in case, hold on. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to mute the audio. Also, wait, was that
Oh, this
flyover
is
of like Uganda earlier? Oh my god, those are just fucking. Oh, there's like 10 roofs, man.
check out 613. He has a music video called 613. Just search it.
It doesn't even pop up.
Just search it YouTube. There you go.
Why is this so low res? What year did this come out? 8 years? Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
613.
And now you know the rest of the words. But he has flyovers in this video as well with a drone.
Is that's
And this
fucking
guy,
that's DOD. That's Department of Defense.
that's Reno Center right there.
Yeah.
He's on you went onto a campus.
That's Ottawa, yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly where that is too.
I know where that is. That's in one of the university buildings.
Wait, this?
The glass wall, yeah.
Isn't that
That's in Desmarais.
yeah, I was just gonna say. How many views? 700 views. Wow.
Yeah, and like 14 of them are me. Because sometimes I remember this guy and I'm like, oh hell yeah, I just gotta get into this.
Damn, he's got 0 followers.
He
Unfortunate.
did a concert in Uganda and he has video of it too.
Hey, you know what? Good for him. I hope he he hasn't made music in 6 years though. Yeah, his last update was a year ago. Bomboclat. HD 10K, bro. He's on that 10K. Holy shit. YouTube can only do 4K.
He was telling us how he was organizing camera teams and the drone guy, and sometimes this guy he would show up late because he goes, "Oh yeah, last night I was just out with some ladies drinking, and then I woke up, I didn't know where I was."
He's got 1K views on this 2 years ago. Yeah, speaking of characters, I'm trying to think. Oh, there was that one, oh my god, there was that one cook that I worked with that was my dealer. Cool guy until he
Oh, that
decided,
guy.
yeah, he decided to impregnate my manager who I was working with at a different spot then while he was also married. And then I ran into him years later after I heard about that. I was sitting on the stoop of that vape shop and he and his mom were walking around and I was just saying hi. I wasn't like trying to, make conversation or hold him or anything. And I could just tell he was trying to get out of the interaction as soon as possible. I was like, look, man, I don't fucking care. Like, I worked with a lot of people that did that kind of shit back then. Like, I don't fucking give a shit, man. I can't fucking judge you. I don't know you. But he clearly wanted no part of that. Like, I remember I saw him on a bus once. I was just headed to the back and I kind of waved and he looked at me and he didn't do anything back. And I was like, oh, well, all right, dude, whatever. Like, I had no problems with him. We always got along, but I guess that he just didn't want to do anything with that part of his life, which I kind of get, but yeah. Also,
Yeah, definitely some characters over the years.
just because I know we're short for time, it is 10:30.
Yeah.
So you wanna
I should
finish up here?
probably start wrapping it up. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, so we'll wrap it up. Yeah, thank you guys for listening. I appreciate you taking the time if you made it this far.
Well, first of all, happy Friendship Day.
Is today Happy Friendship Day?
Today's Friendship Day.
Is today actually Friendship Day? Oh my god, I didn't wish my friends a Happy Friendship Day.
I know, what a shame, right? We have days for everything now.
Oh my god, today was Happy Friendship Day. Dude. Wait, hold on. Oh, 30th of July. Is today the 30th? Today the
Yeah.
30th? Holy shit. Okay, you know what? I'm marking that on my calendar right now.
It's Friendship Day.
Yeah.
So check this out. In Windows 10, the little search bar at the bottom, you can go to the right of it and it brings up like a window of like small news, little widgets and
Fuck
shit.
that. I
So
disabled
it
that
says,
shit. Fuck that, dude.
so
I'm
so
so
so check
proud of
this
that.
out. It says, so sometimes I check it out and it usually pisses me off, but this is great. So it says celebrating Friendship Day, which is how I found out it was Friendship Day, and then immediately underneath it says adults tips to make friends. And then the middle one says iconic lines from Friends for some reason. And then the next one says Canada's social slowdown.
Oh my god, dude.
What the?
That's the algorithm. They're just scanning anything and everything and whatever fucking
Anything that
fits. They
says
just
Friends, they're like, here you go,
yeah.
Friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
How to make friends, Friends the show, and why people don't have any friends. Shit.
Oh fuck. That's funny. But yeah, happy Friendship Day to everyone. Then yeah, this is a good place to end it.
On a
Apparently
positive note.
different countries have it on different times. That's funny. Interesting. But yeah, happy Friendship Day, guys. Wish your friends a happy Friendship Day. And please get me out of Twitter jail. I would like to be let out as soon as possible. And yeah, with that, James, thank you for making the time. I appreciate it. It was a fun time as always.
Always a good time. Thanks for having me.
All right, guys. We'll see you later.